Hello there, YouTubers. Hello to all my subscribers. And thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Now, this is Mo. I'm back with you. I haven't done a prepping help video in a little bit, so I wanted to share some information with you that I got from a friend of mine today. She gave me a wonderful idea about having a survival tote in the back of your vehicle, especially if you are driving alone somewhere. Okay, now this tote does not have to be very big, depending on what you feel you need, for 3 days. What you should put in that survival tote should get you through 3 days, just in case. If you're stranded somewhere, you'll need items that maybe you won't be close to a store and you can't get help. So, what to put in a survival tote in the back of your car. Number one, you might need a really good blanket, a warm blanket. Now, I realize in summertime, you're thinking, well, I probably won't need a blanket, but yes, you might, because you could lay it down on the ground as a ground cover, and then a sleeping bag, if you have one, you could sleep on top of it. Or an emergency tent that you can set up to cover that, okay? Now, also, other things to go in that bag is warm clothes for the wintertime and light clothes for the summertime. Okay, so you'll want to have a long sleeve shirt, blue jeans, clean socks, clean underclothes. You'll want all of a change of those in your tote. Okay, in the summertime you might want a short sleeve t-shirt, a pair of shorts, things like that. Just remember to have a blanket in there because it can get cool at night, even in the summertime. Okay, now also, my friend suggested that we have at least 3 different items to make a fire with. Okay, you'll want matches that are waterproof. You'll need your wool shavings, maybe a magnesium rock or a magnesium stick that you strike it and it starts a fire. You may want to have a lighter. Always carry a lighter with you. Even a fire starter. It's a click fire starter. Those work too. Also, batteries. These things will all fit inside of a medium-sized tote. And you want to make sure you have a locked lid on top. Also, you can put 3 bottles of water in there, which if you buy the 1-liter bottles of water, you can put 3 of them in there, and that should get you through 3 days for one person. Now, if you're planning a trip with more than one person, then of course you would want to allow for a full tote. Fill it up completely with as much stuff as you can for 4 people. Okay, you'll also want 3 days of food. Like, for instance, you want canned food that can be eaten right out of the can, natural grain bars, fruit bars, maybe a candy bar that's not chocolate, which you can find those. They have peanut rolls, things like that. You can put them in your tote. You don't want to put anything in there that's going to melt, so chocolate is not going to work. You don't want to put candles in there because they will melt. If you prefer to use some type of candle, the best wax to get is a wax called beeswax. Also, you will want to have the cans with the click top on the top, where you just fold that up and it just peels open instead of having to have a can opener for that. Also, you want to make sure you have a map in your survival tote. Have a map of the area where you are. Also, a solar charger for a cell phone. You can buy those. I'm not sure where you can get them, but look it up online. You can get them. They now make solar chargers for a cell phone. Also, you want to make sure to have an emergency tent that can easily be folded up and put in that tote. And an emergency blanket. Those are they look small, but when you spread them out, they're pretty big, but they come in an emergency pack. Get that in case of shock or something and you need an emergency blanket. Those work really good for protection from the weather. Another thing is a good change of clothes. Make sure you've got extra clothes in your tote for winter or for summer, and a good pair of shoes for winter or for summer. Okay, so that's some prepping ideas. If you have any questions, let me know. Please hit that subscribe button and share this with our prepping friends. Contact me. Also, make sure that you always carry a cell phone. If you are traveling alone, it is better to have a cell phone with you. And always charge your cell phone before you leave your house. Okay? If you have anything to say, leave it in the comments. Have a good night. Bye.